And happening now, it is Juneteenth, a day celebrating the end of slavery in America. And joining us right now via FaceTime, we have East Baton Rouge Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome to talk about Juneteenth, the importance of today, and celebrations that are happening throughout the weekend. Mayor Broome, actually back in 2003, when you were a state lawmaker, you were one of the authors of the resolution that created the third Saturday in June as a day of special celebrations in Louisiana. What does today mean for the city, parish, and throughout the weekend? What are folks going to be reflecting on?
Well, good morning. And yes, with the unction and encouragement and working side by side with the late Sadie Roberts Joseph, we did that bill in 2003. I was the lead author of the bill. And for Sadie, it was a very fulfilling moment because that was something she was very committed to. And so I'm glad today that we celebrated as a state holiday tomorrow. Statewide recognition takes place tomorrow, but as you know, today is Juneteenth, and so there are so many things going on today to celebrate and memorialize what took place on Juneteenth, and to celebrate African American history. Together, Baton Rouge is hosting and encouraging everyone to participate in a unity event tonight to light the path to racial equity and justice, encouraging all citizens to light a candle from 8 p.m. to 8:09. And that 9 minutes is in remembrance of George Floyd and in support of racial unity. There are things taking place at the African American Museum, Sadie Roberts Museum, then and now. As you know, this is the 67th anniversary of the Baton Rouge bus boycott today. So we're celebrating a lot of things. And CATS is having a very special celebration and recognition around that boycott.
There is a lot that is happening this weekend in celebration of this history, not only in Louisiana and in the city parish, but this country as well. I want to talk about, obviously, as folks get out to some of these celebrations, we're still dealing with the coronavirus pandemic. It's important that if you're going to go out to these celebrations to really adhere to those CDC and health official guidelines.
I'm so glad you brought that up because, yes, you know, there are so many things going on. We've moved into a different phase, but the truth of the matter is we're still living in a COVID-19 culture, and we cannot relax our implementation of good practices. We must social distance, we must wear masks, and we must practice good hygiene. And so, as people go about the community, as people participate in events, I implore everyone to remember COVID-19 is still a reality for our city and for our state. So please implement those practices.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the late and the great Sadie Roberts Joseph at the beginning of this interview. What do you think she would say about what we're seeing today?
I think she would certainly be marching as many of the peaceful protests have taken place. She would be very vocal speaking about it. But I think she would also be delighted, in fact, about the fact, rather, that people are uniting around Juneteenth because it was her desire back then to elevate awareness about Juneteenth as an important part of American history.
East Baton Rouge Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it, and we will have a complete list of all of the events happening around the area celebrating Juneteenth on our website, beourproud.com.